Did some of your favorite 70s rock anthems borrow a little too much from someone else? Today, we're diving into the shockingly tangled world of musical déjà vu, where legendary hits weren't always as original as we thought. From suspiciously familiar riffs to melodies that sparked lawsuits, scandals, and decades of debate, these stories will make you question everything you thought you knew about classic rock. Get ready, it's gonna get controversial. Number 10. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. When Pink Floyd released Wish You Were Here in 1975, that famous opening guitar figure felt strangely nostalgic. Some listeners pointed to Mr. Tambourine Man, especially the Byrds' ringing 12-string version, whose lilting melody and chord movement seemed to shimmer just beneath Floyd's intro. But the likeness was one of spirit more than structure. Dylan's folk poetry filtered through psychedelic jangle versus Floyd's slow, aching meditation. No lawsuit followed, no accusations. Only quiet talk that Wish You Were Here carried a faint genetic echo of an earlier era. Number 9. Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. When Bruce Springsteen unleashed Born to Run in 1975, its opening drum hit felt eerily familiar. Fans instantly heard the ghost of the Ronettes' 1963 classic Be My Baby, whose iconic rhythm had defined the Phil Spector era. Springsteen openly adored the song, and that famous beat became the heartbeat of his own anthem, Less Theft Than Reverence. Critics noted the resemblance, but no legal war erupted. The similarity lay mostly in the rhythmic signature, not melody or harmony. Number 8. Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd Skynyrd. When Werewolves of London hit the airwaves in 1978, many listeners felt déjà vu. Its jaunty piano progression and easy rolling groove seemed to howl straight from Lynyrd Skynyrd's 1974 anthem, Sweet Home Alabama.
Well, I heard Mr. Young sing about it. Well, I heard O'Neal. He was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks.
The song shared nearly the same 1-5-4 chord pattern and laid-back Southern swagger.
Sweet Home Alabama.
But no lawsuits followed, just a knowing nod from musicians who recognized the connection. Even Zevon's collaborators admitted the progression was modeled after Sweet Home Alabama, an homage rather than a heist. Number 7. More Than a Feeling by Boston. When Boston released More Than a Feeling in 1976, its soaring melodies and ringing guitars felt revolutionary. Yet some ears heard an echo from 1972, The Hollies' Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress shared a similar driving groove and vocal tone, sparking whispers that Boston had borrowed more than inspiration.
I saw her head onto the table. Well, a tall, walking, big black cat.
But unlike other rock world plagiarism scandals, this one never reached a courtroom. Tom Scholz denied intentional copying, and the similarities, mostly in vibe, tempo, and guitar feel. Number 6. Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac.
How can I ever change things that I feel? Everywhere I hear the sound of mountain Georgia.
When Fleetwood Mac unveiled Go Your Own Way in 1977, its explosive acoustic strumming and restless drive felt electrifying. But some listeners heard a ghost from 1968, the Rolling Stones' Street Fighting Man. Both songs shared a jagged, propulsive acoustic rhythm, raw, punchy, almost defiant, and critics suggested Lindsey Buckingham borrowed the Stones' gritty engine to fuel his breakup anthem. Buckingham openly admitted calling Street Fighting Man a rhythmic inspiration, not a template. Number 5. Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. When Queen dropped Another One Bites the Dust in 1980, its slinky bass line felt instantly familiar. Fans and musicians pointed to Chic's 1979 disco juggernaut Good Times, whose iconic groove seemed to beat beneath Queen's track.
Let's get together. How about a 9:45? Come tomorrow. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Bassist John Deacon had reportedly spent time around Chic's Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers, fueling suspicion that the electrifying riff was more than coincidence. Rodgers once said he was annoyed, but also flattered, and chose not to pursue legal action. So the mystery remains suspended in music history. Queen's rock-funk classic marches on, forever shadowed by the pulse of a disco titan. Number 4. Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart. When Rod Stewart unleashed Do You Think I'm Sexy, in 1978, it lit up dance floors worldwide. But another melody was already echoing beneath the glitter. Brazilian artist Jorge Ben-Jor recognized the tune's central hook as strikingly similar to his 1972 samba classic, Taj Mahal. Jorge sued, claiming Stewart had lifted the melody outright. Instead of a bitter legal war, the case settled quietly. Stewart agreed to donate all royalties to UNICEF. So now we know. Beneath the disco sheen lies a borrowed heartbeat from Brazil. Number 3. Hotel California by Eagles.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair.
The nights of winter turn me cold, fears of dying.
As the Eagles rose to fame, a shadow followed them from the road. Years earlier, they'd toured with Jethro Tull, hearing nightly a song called We Used to Know. built on a descending chord progression, uncannily similar to the one that later anchored Hotel California.
There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell.
Every morning, Shelley's bell. It made no sense to leave the band.
When the Eagles' hit became a legend, listeners noticed the resemblance and whispered, was it inspiration or theft born on tour? Ian Anderson never sued, calling the likeness likely subconscious, so no courtroom battle ever came. Instead, the mystery hangs in the air, a haunting chord sequence drifting between two bands forever unanswered.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Number 2, Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Did Led Zeppelin steal the most famous intro in rock? Take a listen. Spirit's Taurus came first in 1968, with a haunting, descending progression strikingly close to Stairway to Heaven. Zeppelin had even crossed paths with Spirit on tour, suspicious enough to spark a lawsuit decades later. In court, Jimmy Page admitted he owned Taurus on vinyl, but swore the similarity was pure coincidence.
In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the tree.
After years of battles, judges ruled the shared chords were too common to claim. No plagiarism. Stairway walked free. But the question still lingers. Coincidence or inspiration whispered from another song? At number 1, My Sweet Lord by George Harrison.
Really wanna be with you. Really wanna see you, Lord.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna make it mine.
George Harrison's 1970 hit My Sweet Lord was ruled to have subconsciously copied the 1963 chiffon song, He's So Fine.
But then again, he can't shine. He can't shine away forever.
Really wanna see you. Really wanna see you.
The core similarity was in the main melodic hook. Both songs shared nearly the same short repeating motifs and chord pattern, making the musical heart of the chorus sound strikingly alike.
My Lord. My Lord.
He asked me to leave my throne. I'd do anything that he asked.
After a long, messy legal fight, complicated by music business dealings, Harrison was ultimately ordered to pay damages to the copyright holders. The case became one of the most famous examples of unintentional plagiarism in pop music history, and it set a major precedent for how courts judge musical similarity.
Really wanna see you. Really wanna be with you.
Shine away forever, and I'm gonna make it mine.
And there you have it. 10 legendary 70s rock hits that might have owed a little more than just inspiration to someone else. Do you think these were harmless coincidences, sneaky copycats, or just part of the wild creative chaos of rock and roll? Let me know your thoughts, and tell me if you've spotted any other songs that sound a little too familiar. Thanks for watching. And remember, in music, nothing is ever as simple as it sounds.
You want